Don't worry, Harry. I will try to get some help for you. Oh, here's a little munchkin. This time I really need your help. My little friend Harry is stuck in a huge confusion. He doesn't know anything about seasons. Well, do you? A season is a part of a year where we can see changes in temperature and weather. So tell me, how many seasons are there in India? Well, there are 5 major seasons in India. The beautiful summer season, the chilling winter season, wow, the rainy season, the windy autumn season, and the blooming spring season. So, are you ready to make story animations for seasons to help our little friend Harry? In each session, we will be creating story animations and background for Harry's house in the summer season, the spring season, and the rainy season. But in the winter season, I have a huge surprise waiting for you. By the end of this topic, you can create background and animations for the autumn season. It's all yours. Excited? Well, let's get started. Don't you like it when your house is surrounded by beautiful flowers? Well, it's during the spring season, the flowers bloom, the fruits ripen, and you can see butterflies roaming all over the garden. So, when will spring season start in India? The spring season starts by the month of February and lasts till the mid of April. The spring season lasts only for 2.5 months, but still it's the most beautiful and lovely season of the year. So, are you ready to make story animations for seasons? Let's open Scratch Junior. In the previous session, we have already learned how to install and use Scratch Junior. Click on the home icon. Now click on the plus sign to start the new project. You can see a character here. His name is Tick. To remove Tick, click and hold on Tick and then click on the cross mark. Just imagine how interesting it would be to create a background by using characters like butterflies, colorful flowers, trees, clouds, and the sun. Are you excited? To create the background for the spring season, click on the background icon on top of the stage. Here we can see the list of backgrounds that are already available on Scratch Junior. But we cannot find a suitable background for the spring season. So let's create one. For that, click on the blank background at the top of the list. Then click on the paintbrush tool. The spring season is well known for its colorful environment. So in this session, let's create a background that has more colors in it. First, let's divide the whole background into 2. One will be the blue sky and the other will be the land. For that, we need to select this rectangle shape from the shape tool placed on the left side. Let's select the color sky blue from the colors available on Scratch Junior. Now we have to draw an outline for the sky. Click and drag the mouse to draw the outline. Select the Fill Color tool on the right, placed just above the colors available on Scratch Junior. Click on the blue rectangle to fill it with the sky blue color. Let's select the green color from the colors as the color of land during spring is green. Select the rectangle shape once again and draw an outline just like this. Fill the half with the green color. Select Fill Color tool from the right side and click on the green rectangle that we have drawn. Our background is now ready. Click on the tick button. Next, we have to bring the characters to the background. Click on the plus sign on the left to open the character list on Scratch Junior. From the list, let's select a house. Select this beautiful house over here and let this be Harry's house. Don't you remember our little friend Harry? Now click on the tick button to complete this action. And finally, let's place the house in the middle of the background. Let's plant a tree next to this beautiful house. For that, click on the plus sign on the left side. Select a tree from the character list and then click on the tick button over here. But this tree is too small for this big house. So let's make it big by using the grow block. For that, click on the purple colored looks block and then click on the second block, the grow block. Now drag and place it in the workspace with the help of your mouse. Click on the grow block once. Wow, our tree has grown so quickly. Then move and drag the grow block away from the workspace just like this. Now let's place this big tree over here. I would like to add one more tree. And for that, let's go back to the character list once again. Click on the plus sign and select the tree. Click on the tick button and place the tree on the other side of the house. Now it's time to make our background colorful. For that, let's bring some flowers on the top of trees placed in front of the house. Go to the character list and choose a flower. Here, I like this flower, but what if I want the same flower in red color? Is this possible on Scratch Junior? For that, click on the flower first, then click on the paintbrush tool on top of the screen. Now we can see the flower on a canvas. Click on the red color from the colors available. To fill the color inside the flower, click on the Fill Color tool and then click inside the flower. Just like we did for the background. Wow! Now we have a red flower. Once completed, click on the tick button on the top and now place it on the tree just like this. But this flower is too big for the tree. For that, click on the flower. Click on the purple looks block once again. Click on the third block, the shrink block. Drag and drop it to the workspace. Click on it once to reduce the size of the flower. We don't want the block anymore, so just move and drop it away from the workspace. I want to add one more flower to the tree. For that, click on the plus sign, then select the same flower and place it over here. Shrink its size, just like we did before by using the shrink block. Click on the flower and then click on the looks block. Next, click on the shrink block. Drag and drop it to the workspace. Click on it once to reduce the size. Then move and drop it away from the workspace. Now, I would love to add the pink daisy on the other tree, and for that, let's go back to the character list on Scratch Junior. Click on the plus sign on the left, select the daisy and place it over here. Let's shrink its size to match the size of the tree. Select the flower, click on the looks block, drag and drop the shrink block to the workspace. Click on it once, then move and drop it away from the workspace. Wow! Now let's add one more daisy. We will follow the same steps just like we did before. Click on the plus sign on the left, select the flower and then click on the tick button and place it next to the other daisy. Now shrink the flower to match the size of the other flower. Click on the looks block, click on the shrink block, then drag and drop it to the workspace. Click on it once. The size has been reduced. Now move and drop it away from the workspace. Let's add some grass to the garden. Click on the plus sign, select this grass, click on the tick button and then place it over here. Let's place this step one more time to add the grass on the other side. Click on the plus sign, select the grass and place it over here. It's time to add more flowering plants to the background. Go to the character list once again. Let's go for this beautiful yellow daffodil. Select the plant, click on the tick button and then place it over here. Let's shrink the size of the plant by using the shrink block, just like we did earlier. Select the character, click on the looks block, then select the shrink block. Drag and drop it to the workspace and click on the shrink block once. Then drag it away from the workspace. Now we have a yellow daffodil. What about red ones? Let's go for some red daffodils as well. For that, go to the character list, select the flower and then select the paintbrush tool. Select the red color, click on the fill color tool and then click on the flower to color it. At last, click on the tick button. Now let's shrink the size of this red daffodil by selecting the shrink block. Go to the looks block, click on the shrink block and then drag and drop it to the workspace and click on it twice. As usual, drag and drop it away from the workspace. When it is spring, how much is too much flower? So let's add some more flowers to the background to make it more colorful. Go to the character list and select this yellow daisy plant. Click on the tick button and place it over here. Now let's add one more daisy plant, but this time an orange daisy. Select the yellow daisy plant from the character list. Click on the paintbrush tool and fill in the color orange. Click on the tick button to complete the action and place it over here. Now I want some tulips. For that, select the plant from the character list and place it over here. Shrink the plant just like we did for the other characters by using the shrink block. Click on the looks block and select the shrink block. Drag and drop it to the workspace and click on it once. Finally, drag and drop the shrink block away from the workspace. Let's add some more tulip. What about a red one? Select the plant from the character list and then click on the paintbrush. Now select the color red and fill in the petals. Click on the tick button and place it over here. Let's shrink its size by using the shrink block. Click on the looks block and select the shrink block. Drag and drop it to the workspace and click on it twice. Finally, drag and drop the shrink block away from the workspace. Here, we have created a beautiful garden and now it's time to add some butterflies. For that, click on the plus sign and select a butterfly from the list. Now place it over here. For matching the size of the butterfly to that of the flowers, shrink the butterfly, click on the looks block and select the shrink block. Drag it to the workspace and click on it twice. Move and drop it away from the workspace. Now let's add one more butterfly. Select the butterfly, click on the tick button and place it over here. Shrink the butterfly by using the shrink block. Repeat the same steps we used to shrink our first butterfly. Click on the second butterfly, select and place the shrink block and click on it once. Ta-da! Now for the sky, let's add some white clouds. Click on the plus sign and select the character from the list. Click on the tick button and place it over here. Let's reduce the size of this cloud. For that, click on the looks block and select the shrink block. Drag it to the workspace and click on it once. Move and drop it away from the workspace. Now to add more life to the fine spring day, let's add the sun to the background. Select the character from the character list on Scratch Junior and let's place it over here. Now to reduce its size, click on the character and then click the shrink block from the looks block and then drag it to the workspace. Click on it once and drag and drop it away from the workspace. We have completed our project by creating this beautiful spring background with Scratch Junior. To see the background as a whole, click on the full screen mode icon placed right on top of the stage. Wow, look at that! How beautiful it is! Now click on the exit full screen mode icon placed on the top left corner of the stage. As we have completed our project, what's next? Yes, it's time to save our project. But before that, let's change the name of our project. Click on the yellow box on the top right corner of the screen. In this space, you can change the name of the project from Project 1 to Home Sweet Home. For that, delete the name with the help of your backspace or delete key and then write the new name Home Sweet Home. Then select the tick button. Now to save the project, click on the home icon. Now it's time to learn some quick facts about the spring season. In India, just like Holi, the spring season is known as the season of colors. Holi is popularly known as the festival of spring and the festival of colors. It's said that in spring, baby birds learn to sing. How sweet! Wow! In today's session, we have learned to add background and story animations to help our little friend Harry. Now, he's eager to know more about seasons. Now, let's recall whatever we have learned in today's session. In today's session, we have learned to add a background and story animation for the spring season. We also learned to add characters to it. Later, we learned to grow and shrink the characters as well. In the next session, let's create story animation and background for the summer season. So, keep waiting and I will meet you in the next session. Until then, bye.